welcome, welcome, welcome. Haha! There we go. I am here. Welcome to the stream. Oh, you can totally see my whole screen, can't you? No, don't look at any of that. It's secret. Um, hello. Today we're gonna be diving back into Maya and XGen and making hair. First, I was just grabbing myself some tea. I am feeling a little bit under the weather. It's probably seasonal allergies, hopefully. But I have myself some lovely Welsh tea here that my sibling brought back from Wales for me. Very lovely. So with that, I'm ready to go. Are you guys ready to go? I hope you're ready to go. So excited. I hope the audio and everything is good. But I'm just gonna jump right into it. Hope you guys like the music. I'm really vibing with it. It's pretty chill and fun. Oh, I better update this stream text because this is not correct or true. Making hair Maya XGen. If I do like a little sunglasses emoticon, does that read? Does that read like sunglasses smiley face, or does that read like B parentheses? I hope it doesn't read like B parentheses. That's fine. I'll leave it. No, I can't leave it. It feels wrong. It feels weird. Bop, bop. How about that? How about that? Making hair in Maya with XGen. Alrighty. Pop it open. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited and scared. So, if anyone watching does not know, in my last stream I started working on this hair, and this is basically a 3D model I made way back when of my own face. And I'm trying to now put the hair on it. I can show you the 3D model as it stands. This is it. Like, it's got pretty good textures on it. I'm pretty happy with it, but it has no hair. It is bald. And the eyebrows are just in the texture. They're like hand painted with like they have some height on them, so they look 3D with the normal map. But I want to actually do like real hair, so I'm working out how to make that happen. So, first things first, we have our bangs description here. I want to actually dive in, bite the bullet, and do a density map and separate the bangs out from like these side bits, and then start adding other descriptions, which I have not yet done and am nervous to do, but I'm gonna try it. Let me just take this tea bag out before I forget, otherwise this tea is gonna be disgusting. I also rearranged my whole streaming setup so you can totally see my adorable shelf behind me, which was not there before. I mean, it was there before, but you couldn't see it. There we go. It's gonna fog up my glasses completely. Okie dokie. Bangs time. I'm gonna start by, I want to adjust my guide so that this hair looks a little bit better. As you can see, it's like poking like straight out into nowhere, which is silly, and it doesn't really fall down the way I want it to, so I'm just gonna edit my guides to be more like what I want them to be. So we do have like lock lengths turned off so that I can basically just lengthen each of these guides just by pulling on it. I should be able to refresh and you can see how it changes. So what if I just, let's me more dramatically pull that out. Oh, it won't come out any further. I need to give it more divisions, I guess. I don't know, I feel like that's enough. Okay, so maybe we just need to adjust the shape of it. Maybe give it a little more volume, a little more curl. Yeah. This is based on my own hair, so like my reference is looking in my viewfinder and also just my knowledge of my own hair, which I have lots of that because I spend a lot of time looking at my own hair. Okay, and now I want to pull this one down. We might have to end up splitting this into fewer descriptions. I'm not sure yet. I just don't know why it's like sticking straight out so much. I wonder if it could be the noise. No, it's not the noise. Okay, if I turn the coil off, like you can see that it is really, it's choosing to stick straight out like that. So it would be a guide issue then. Oh, I should probably edit these other ones. Okay, that would have probably affected as well. Yeah, kind of see how that's changing it. Could probably turn my density down just so it's easier to see. If we turn it down to like 1. Beep. Yeah, that's easier to see. Yeah, so if you've never worked with XGen before, it really is, it's something. It's like art with math, which is just what like all 3D art is anyways, but with XGen it like really hits you in the face just how mathy it is. Is my length locked? It isn't, right? Preview. What should be? I don't remember where that checkbox was to let me like yank on these. It looks like my length. It feels like my length is locked. It shouldn't be. I had that turned off. But I don't remember where that setting was. Primitives. I feel like it wasn't. It would be like under guides. Guides. Interesting. Set length. But I want to be able to dynamically change them. I don't remember where that checkbox was. Well. Maybe I just won't worry about it too much, because it's not, I don't feel like, I don't know. Like, does that look like it's letting me lengthen it? I don't think it is. So, okay, let's go. Maya, XGen, lengthen guides. Default size. That does not answer my question. There was basically, I remember there being a checkbox where, like, if that checkbox was turned off, like, it was like lock guide length. If it's turned on, then when you're like controlling the guides, they won't get any shorter or longer. But then if you turn that off, you can just like yank on them to make them longer, which I liked. That was useful for me. Okay, my XGen lock guide length. I can't spell, apparently. Yeah, here we go. Brush settings. Oh, brush settings. Yes! Yes, and brush settings. There we go. It was turned on again. Well, there we go. That's why I couldn't change the length. Duh. Guys, if you're ever having troubles, just freaking always Google it. Always Google it. That's what I keep learning over and over again. Just always Google it. Okay, so I want this one to be longer. And then I want the one in front of it to be shorter. So now you can see it's coming like way down too far in front of the eyes. I think I can just turn down the length in here though, if I make it like 1.5. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. I wish the length was just based on my guides though. I don't know if that's normally how it works. It looks like the length is depending on the guides though, because you can kind of see like this one that starts back here is quite long versus this one that starts in here is pretty short. So I think the length is, it is multiplying sort of like by the guides. So the guides are affecting the length. Like if we, yeah, they are. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine how that is then. I'll leave that. So yeah, if you've never used XGen before and you're just like popping in to hang out, it's very cool. You can use it to make hair cards, which is like the way they historically have normally done hair in 3D games, just because it takes less processing power, because you end up having like this flat piece of geo with like a hair texture with transparency in between each strand on it. But I was taught in school how to do spline hair, which is just where you basically have individual hair strands instead of a bunch of strands and a texture on a plane. And so that is what I'm doing here, is I'm making spline hair, and then in the future, if I want to, I can go back and use these splines in order to make hair cards, is the idea. But yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do, is just make spline hair. And this is just for my portfolio, just because I want to have proof on my portfolio that I know how to do hair. Because I do hope to like eventually maybe get a position at EA doing like EA Sports character art. That would be really cool. So that's my hope. That's kind of why I'm doing this. So I think I'm gonna have this one first description be like just this section. It would end here, so kind of like right here on my forehead to like back here sort of thing. That's what that area of hair would be. And I think it is nearing where I want it to be for that. Let's turn the coil back on. Yeah, like that's kind of looking right. The one thing I still don't know that I still haven't figured out is how to get any of the hair to curl in a different direction, because as you can see, it looks to me like all of the hair is curling like clockwise if you look at it from this way, or counterclockwise if you look at it from down here. And I don't know how to make any of it curl the other direction. Like I don't know how to randomize it, I don't know how to do it deliberately, I don't know how to control that at all, so I am hoping to figure that out sometime soon. But as of right now, I do not know how to do that. And so I'm just going to work without doing that because I don't know how. So that's fine. Let's turn our density up now so we can see what that's looking like. That's looking pretty good, I think. I think I want more clumping though, because if we turn it up like really high, like I want way more clumps, because if you see the way my hair actually works, like it really grabs together in like singular ringlets. It like really separates itself out. So I do want more clumping. But I gotta be careful with how many hairs I simulate, because I could crash my whole system, because Maya is very intense. So clumping, can we turn this up? I don't really understand how that works. Let's just make sure that we save before making any giant errors. I have really long nails right now. They are very grown out. They're acrylics, but they're really grown out, and so it's kind of hard to press the save button, so sometimes I worry I'm gonna like accidentally not save properly or do something bad. But we're just trusting it right now. You know what? The scale is really low. Oh, the lower it is, the more it clumps. Okay, so if this is like 0.2, okay, that doesn't look like it's clumping at all then. So if it's 1, I don't really understand. So amount of the clumping effect. Oh right, you mostly control the clumping through the map that it's using. I forgot about that. Okay. Yeah, so I do want to create fewer points with that map. So set up maps, point density. So you can kind of see it creates like points, and so then it basically does like a radius out from each of these points and grabs the hairs that are nearby and makes them a clump. So that's how it decides where to make clumps. So I want to turn the density down so there'll be fewer points and therefore fewer clumps. So let's do 0.3. Save. Yeah, like that already looks better. That looks more like what I want. Like some of the hairs aren't curling the way I want them to, but isn't that just kind of like what life is like? If we're being honest. Come on. Let's try. What if I do? Alright, save. Ooh, like that's even better. That's nice. Okay, that's looking like pretty good. I don't love the way this is like, the way these are ending here, and like some of that can be controlled with the cut. Actually, I will. I am gonna control that with my cut modifier. So the cut modifier basically like varies the length of each hair by randomly removing length from individual hairs. So I'm gonna increase this to like 1.2. And basically this value I'm giving it is like, take each hair and randomly decide how much to cut off of it between the values of 0 to 1.2, and I'm going to increase this to like 0 to 1.8. That's maybe more like what I want, so you can kind of see how like varied these hair lengths are, whereas if I turn the cut modifier off, oh sorry, turn the cut modifier off, you can see these hairs, sorry about the anti-aliasing, it doesn't do that good of a job, but these hairs are like, they're all sort of the exact same length, and then if I turn it on, they're more varied. Yeah, I could probably do even more actually. Let's maybe turn it up. 2.4? Yeah, like that's already better. Just varies it up a little bit. What is my noise doing here? My noise isn't doing too much, so I wonder if maybe I actually need the anti-aliasing on, otherwise I can't see anything. Wonder if I maybe don't even need the noise. Yeah, I feel like it kind of makes it worse. It'll be helpful in the future for when things might be like hard to see. But for now, I don't think I really need the noise. That's coming out way too far. I need like another guide on this side. I feel like. You know, I'm just gonna move my guides. Because I'm about to do a density map where I basically say like, hey, since this is just they call them descriptions, just like sections of hair. Since this is just the bangs description, I'm gonna make a density map where it's like, hey, all of this area that is bangs, have density there. And then all of the area that isn't bangs, don't have density there. But before we get there, I want to make sure that my guides are in good places to sort of facilitate that. So I want to make sure that I have guides around the edges of where my mask is gonna be. Basically around the edges of where the bangs are going to show up. So this is add or move guides, and I'm going to turn my density down if I can find, here we go. So it's easier to see my guides. So I have one down here. I want this, so I want this section to go sort of from like here down to the front of the head, and then like in a triangle off to the sides, which means I actually think I do need to keep these because I want it to come down to this edge, basically. Yeah. But I want to add another one down here so that it kind of creates a triangle. Top, bottom, side. So let's have that there. Yeah. I feel like that'll help. Yeah, and then we can edit the length of that. Okay. Which one are you? You're this one. And then you here. Like this, I feel like this will all make so much more sense once you can sort of see how it's simulating the hair. which you can see right away. Let's refresh it. Like, I feel like that's better. Can I go over here and... Oh, that's actually like a useful little hack. I want to pull this one out more. Create some more volume. And if you're wondering why these aren't named like better so that I can like find stuff easier, it's because XGen sort of relies on specific naming conventions to work. So I kind of can't rename things whatever I want because I don't want to break anything. If I was super well versed with XGen, I might know exactly what I can and can't do naming wise, but I am actually still a beginner, so I do not know what is allowed yet. So I'm just not going to risk it. And I'm pretty sure I can't rename those. I'm pretty sure. But if there's an expert in the chat, feel free to let me know if I am wrong, because it'd be great to be wrong about that. Being wrong about that would be sick. So I feel like that's looking maybe better. Maybe I'll move these guides up higher, just because I feel like we're missing some stuff up there. We're going to use our add or move guides. I should be able to just grab this one. Nope. I forget how it works. Yeah! So you press and hold control, and then click on a guide, and then where you drop it, that's where it'll move to. Like that. Isn't that cool? It's cool. Yeah, that already looks so much better. You get this better line here. So that's what my sibling's a hairstylist. They did my hair, but when they cut it, this is sort of the line they indicated they'd have. Is they described to me like apparently what I was describing that I wanted was like a blunt cut bang. So you basically end up having this line all the way to here, which is where the sides start. So this is not going to be here on the bangs, but that is going to be there in a different description. Let me take a sip of my tea real quick. Yeah, so this is going pretty well so far, honestly. Okay. Alrighty. Is it finally density map time? I'm scared. In the past, whenever I do a density map, it's just... it breaks. It always breaks. And I'm afraid that it's gonna break. So I just have to hope and pray that it won't. I'm scared. Can you tell that I'm scared? I'm scared. Okay. We've saved. We've saved several times. I think it's now time to do a density map. So, density and then mask. So I want to do create map. Okay, map name, mask. Do I name it something? Bangs. Bangs mask. Start color white. Yeah, I think we can start with white. I think we normally start with black, but I think maybe I'll start with white so I can erase. Okay, so now I want to pop open my tool section. So now I am painting on my density map, I believe. Yes? What is this? Some surfaces have no file texture assigned to the... Okay, so do you need it? Okay, no, yeah, you are working. Should make you hidden. Okay, so I think this is good. I think this is what we want. Yeah, I believe we're in paint mode now, so I can paint with black. So my color is black. Attribute to paint. Yeah, that's what we want. Stroke. I think we just have to go for it. Okay. Oh, there we go. So there it is. So I don't think it's going to regenerate until I've told it to. So we just want to paint all this out and create that triangle shape that I was describing. Ugh, I'm so scared. I hate it. Okay, and then, so this is our hair cap, which is basically like how XGen works, is like it drops primitives, which are what they call the hairs, onto like a mesh, and so that's why we have the hair cap separated out, just that it's not, I think it's just so that you don't risk getting hair anywhere where you don't want it, like on the face, when you don't want to be putting hair on the face unless you're doing it on purpose. And I think also just having it be a like less mesh to work with is just better for processing, I think. Okay, almost done. I'm just being very meticulous about this because I just don't want to mess it up. Very high resolution texture. That looks pretty good. Do we want to smooth it a little bit? I feel like maybe we want to smooth it a little bit. Paint effects. Blur. And then flood with blur. Nope. Okay, good thing I can undo that. Let me increment and save. Okay, so now I'm in blur mode. Okay, yeah, I'm blurring. Just want to blur a little bit. I don't know why this line is happening. I'm gonna try not to worry about it. Might be an issue with my vertices, honestly. Like I might have a vert that's not merged there. That would suck. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. Save textures. And then do I... Okay, what's the problem here? Failed to find. Okay, it didn't find it. Part of path doesn't exist. Okay, so it's gonna be an issue with my file structure then. We're gonna have to pop that open. Okay. This is where XGen gets confusing because it really is, like, it operates so much based on, like, file structure. So, we want to go into XGen, collections, hair, bangs, paint maps, and then the folder bangs mask does not exist. So it didn't create the texture. Oh, do I have to save it? I have to save it here. Okay, so it looks to me like it's in there now. Save textures. Okay, it's not, I don't see a visible file in here. But I mean, maybe that's worked. Okay, we didn't get an error message, but it doesn't seem to have changed. Like, it looks like we're still getting a lot of hair on the sides here, right? That's more than we should be getting, I think. Like, if we just look in our, like, actual folder. Okay, it is there. It is there. Okay, so the file exists. So that's good. So that was the right button. We did want to save that. And then maybe we just save it here. Save textures. And then just close that. Okay. Maybe it is working, because if I up the density like a bunch, it's really not adding anything to the sides here. So it kind of feels like it is working, just not as much as I want it to, maybe? Because like when I crank the density, it's not adding any hairs over here. They're just sticking around for some reason. So maybe that's fine. Maybe we're okay with that, because as of right now, it kind of looks the way I want it to be looking. Forgive me, I'm suffering from seasonal allergies or something, so I do need to blow my nose. So maybe that's just good enough. Maybe we're happy with that. It's like only a couple hairs on the side anyways, and it's not like they're not doing what we'd want them to be doing anyways if they were there. I feel like maybe we're just not mad about that, because I think the density map is doing what I want it to do, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna increment and save. Like, dude, that's... Like, I don't know if how you feel looking at my hair, but like to me, from my experience with my own hair, I'm looking at this and I'm like, that's what it looks like. So like, that's pretty freaking cool. That's cool. I think we should move on. I am unsure how to separate out the hair into different descriptions though, because other than like bangs, I'm like, it's just kind of the rest, you know? Maybe there's like one description for the sides, but like, it's just the rest. So I'm gonna Google like my XGen hair descriptions, and maybe I can get an example of like how to separate it out. Like maybe it'll show me. Okay, so that's obvious, right? Obviously this hair is very obviously in different sections. Yeah, and that's not really applicable to what we're doing here. Oh yeah, we will need a description specifically for flyaways. That's fun. I love seeing these like tutorial models that are just like super ugly. Sorry whoever made that, but that is vile. They so often are. That's adorable. Ugh, that hair looks so soft. I just love that like realistic hair when you just like want to touch it so badly. I feel like what causes that is when you have like really good clumping and like really fine hairs and then really well placed flyaways, I think, is what really makes that happen. So I'm not really seeing anything that's helping me. 3D hair sections. That's not what I meant by that. 3D, well that, I mean, this one here is kind of a good example, but it's for a specific style. 3D model hair sections. Okay, this is not really helping me. I think it's gonna be up to me to figure it out. And that's okay. I'm not too worried by it. I think I'm ready to go. I think I'm a big girl. Okay, more tea before we get into it. Here we go. Okay, so maybe what we'll do is I'm not gonna worry about the sides as different because I'll let the guides sort of like be different lengths and stuff, and then those will affect that. Maybe I'll just separate out, maybe we'll do like, separate the whole thing into two sides since my hair is like parted down the middle, until like the back. So maybe we'll do like separate it down here and then a triangle down here maybe. And then maybe we'll have a separate section for the bottom back here because it does have like, I do have kind of choppy layers where it kind of comes down and then it's like, that's a layer. And then it's like, that's a layer. I feel like that feels like a good idea to me. So let's do that. So I have to remember how to make a new description. Oh, it's right there. Create a new XGen description. Select a polygon surface. Okay, haircut. Okay, add description to existing collection hair. That is what we want. We're going to call the new description. So we're going to do 2 sections for each side on top, a section for the back on top, and then we could even just do the bottom in like all one section. But we maybe don't have to worry about that right now. So, but we're going to start with, maybe we should start with the bottom and build up and layer on top from there. That feels like a good idea. So, can we cancel? Maybe we want to do like one big section for the bottom. This feels right to me. This feels right to me and good. Create a new XGen description. Call it bottom. Or bottom layer. Maybe bottom layer. Bottom layer. That feels right. Yeah. Okay, I'm so scared, but like, we've got this. Splines. Generator primitives. Yes. Placing and shaping guides. Yes. Okay. Okay, so now we've got our bangs description and we've got our bottom layer description. Let's go. So we want to add or move guides. And we're gonna have this be like, it's gonna start right where the skull sort of curves down here. So let's have a guide in the middle. Let's have a guide down below. And let's have, I think I'm gonna maybe round it a bit. Oh. Okay, that's looking like how I want it to look. So I'm gonna use my sculpt guides tool, and that checkbox should still be checked off. Lock length is turned off, so I can just yank these down. How many sections? You have a couple of sections there, right? How many do you have? Primitives, preview output. Where is the amount of sections that they have? I forget. Guide, set length. This feels okay to me though. Like, it doesn't feel like it's too few segments. Unless, what is with that? What is it? Maybe it is too few segments. It's like 3. Is that too few? I feel like it's okay for now. I think it's doing fine. So how long is my hair? In the back it goes down. It's pretty long now. It's grown out quite a bit. So it goes down past my neck. But maybe we make this fella visible again. Okay, it does go down quite a bit then. It's a long neck on this. This might be an inaccurate length of neck. I don't know. What do you guys think? Huh? Is it accurate? Hmm? Does it look like me? The resemblance is completely uncanny. Yeah, that's gonna be good for now. Okay, and then we're gonna pull this one right down. And then, okay, so with this bottom, oh, maybe I should do in different sections, like for the back and then for the bit that comes in front. Because you can see like some of my hair is in front and then some of it is behind my shoulders. I didn't think of that. We call this hair bottom layer. So we could have another one called like hair bottom front right and bottom front left. Yeah, maybe we'll do that, but for now, we're just gonna... Can I move you, please, sir? Excuse me. Oh, this is the wrong tool. I need to be using add or move guides. No, not you. Shit. Shit. Not you. Bullshit. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna save before anything gets broken. So I'm just using control and then click and drag to move my guides. This feels good, this feels good. Okay. No, that's the wrong button. Here, this one. I'm gonna select all of them. Okay, it's very rat-taily right now, but trust the process. It shouldn't look like a rat tail in the end, I promise. Yeah, this is, it's all pretty simple. Like, this is just kind of hair that is just there and is longish. The modifiers are gonna do like most of the heavy lifting, right? Because we'll have like the curl and clump modifiers. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Okay, this is good. This is good. Let's find out. Where's our density? Primitives, density. There we go. We're done. Just kidding. Yeah, that's a pretty good start. That's a pretty good start. That's what I'll say. It's a pretty good start. Yeah, and then we're gonna have like another section, I guess, for like up here. It'll be like a triangle for like top layer, back. Should have called this something more descriptive. You live and you learn, right? Yeah, so we'll have like another section here, and then one section here, and then a top one, and then a top one on the right. Yes. That will be good. I wonder if there's any way for me to just like copy my modifiers from the other ones. Okay, wait, so, okay, description bangs. Save modifier. Okay. Okay. This feels very OP. We're gonna have to browse to our freaking proper folder here. That's okay. XGen, make a new folder called modifier. I'm gonna capitalize it so that I know that I made it. Modifiers. Maybe I'll just also put my name in front so I know I definitely made it. Clumping. Call it clumping 1 just in case. Save that, and then pop into here. Load local. Shit. Okay, no, I don't understand. Oh, that's how you move the modifiers. Okay. Okay, so that did not help me because I do not know where to get it from now. I just saved it. But now it's not in there. What if I just save it here? Well, I mean, we'll find out, right? No club guides found. That's fine. I had that issue last time, and I remembered how to do it. Generate, save. There you go. Okay, freaking worked. Great. Easy, I guess. Cool. Okay, so then we'll go to our bangs layer, coil, save modifier, coil 1, save. Go to our bottom layer, load user, coil 1. And I can just do that, I guess. This feels very illegal, but it's good. I like it. Not that I like things that are illegal, just whatever. And I guess we'll grab our cut as well, because who wants to do the same work more than once? Come on. Save modifier. Cut. 1. Save. Go back to our bottom layer. Load user. Cut 1. Amazing. That's great. That's great. What can I say? It's great. Frankly, it's great. Sorry, that's my Trump impression. Frankly, I gotta be honest. It's pretty great. I don't make it a habit of doing Trump impressions, I promise. It's just funny sometimes. My dad laughed last time I did one. Laughed, not left. Laughed. Big difference there. Anyways. Let's lengthen these a little bit. We've got some nice layers going, but I actually want it less layered here because we're gonna have entirely different sections that make it look layered. Pretty nice. Pretty nice, I think. I reckon. I suppose. Yep. I don't know. I think that's pretty cool. Maybe I want it to go like down a little bit. Yeah. Honestly, pretty nice. I don't know. It just like looks good. I don't know, man. I just like it. Okay, shut up. What do you know? I just like it. I just like it, and I'm happy. Can I be happy? I like it. I just think it looks nice and good, and it makes me feel good about myself. Okay. Like that's pretty nice. I do get like with the longer hair, the curls end up being like bigger. So let's maybe go to our modifiers and edit our coil. So we have like sort of just a bigger radius. Yeah. And they do get quite a bit bigger at the bottom, I find. Like it starts kind of not curly, and then at the bottom when the weight is sort of off of the hair, it really pumps up. Look at how beautiful that looks. Like if I turn my density down, you can really see it. Turn it way down. So you can kind of see how these hairs are like straight and they curl more, and when I change this modifier, it like starts straight and then starts to curl. It's all editable, baby. That's 3D art, man. If you're wondering if you should get into 3D art, you should. If this fascinates you, which it fascinates me, so I can't imagine why I wouldn't, but if this fascinates you, you should get into 3D art. It is pretty freaking cool. I really like. I want to say my job, but I don't currently have a job because I just graduated from learning how to do 3D art in college. So I don't yet have an actual career in it, but that is the wish. I love my profession, is what I'd say. It is not my job yet, but it is still my profession because I am properly trained and pretty good at it, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I just love this. I love it. It makes me happy. Oops, I made a new point. There we go. I don't know, like that looks pretty nice. I wish all the curls, I wish they weren't like ending in these things because I do find like the tips kind of tend to like go down. Hello, Tal! I don't know when you sent that message. I hope it was very recently and I didn't miss it. But hi! I see you are in the chat. Forgive me while I blow my nose. Okay, well hi and welcome. I'm glad you're here. I totally forgot to tell anybody that I'm streaming, so there's very few people here, but I don't know, should I tell my friends? Should I text them now? Be like, hey guys, I'm streaming by the way. I could text my friends. Okay. Here. You can see it. I'm streaming. If anyone wants to watch. Wait, maybe I think we have like a promo channel for it. Whatever. There you go. Now my friends know. Should I send them a link? Okay, okay, okay. There you go. This is not... That's so trippy. Anyways. Beep. There we go. Link sent. Okay, okay, okay. Welcome, Tal. We're doing hair, and it's going well, and my life is amazing. Most of these things are true. I'm also drinking tea because I think I have seasonal allergies, and it's making me feel like I have a cold, and I don't like it. Hair looks so hairy. I don't know how I feel about that, but the hair is herring. The hair is herring. Look at that. Whenever I turn the density up, it just immediately looks like so much better. My cut modifier does not appear to be doing much. Why does it not appear to be doing much? I don't know, but let's just turn it up, maybe. Let's just, like, crank it. It's at 2.5 right now. Let's crank it to, like, 5. How about that? Ugh! There we go. That's better. It's better. Maybe I do want noise in here. I wonder if that would help. Maybe I won't worry about noise right now. Maybe I'm actually just gonna edit the length of these real quick. Add some, like, shape to it. Oh, I return. I do not live alone, if anyone is wondering, obviously. Okay. Nope, don't do that. Hey, that actually did add some shape, shortening the ones on the sides. That actually helped. I love it. I love it. Aw, that's cool. That's fun. I do want it longer, but... do I care to do that right now? No, I don't. Because I feel like I'm going to want to change the lengths of a bunch of things. Oh, spline segments, it's right there. Dumb. Oh no, that's the hairs themselves. Anyways, I know I'm going to want to change as far as length goes. Like, I'm going to want to change a lot once I have more descriptions happening. So I'm lowering the density on these. I love how the bangs look. Like, that is so pretty. It's real. It's real. Bonjour! Hello! Is that Daniel I see? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm really happy with these bangs. They make me very pleased. And I'm not gonna cry. Why would I cry? Don't be silly like that. That's so silly of you to suggest that I would cry. And I'm maybe not gonna worry about a density map for the bottom layer. You guys, if you just joined, you were not here for the density map moment, but it worked. I thought I was gonna mess everything up, but I did a density map and it actually worked. I could show you here. There you go. Density map. And it worked pretty well, which is awesome. So we're just, we're not gonna jinx it. We're gonna be happy with where it's at. I just saved. Do I need a density map back here? I feel like I don't need it right now. I feel like I could do more interesting things instead. Like making another description for the hair that comes in front. Like, look at these bits right here. How I have hair right in front of my shoulders. I need some of that. I need to make some of that. So I'll have to make it. These probably should be longer, like down to here. Whatever. We're going to worry about that later because I'm going to want to edit so much stuff later. So let's hide this head for now. So these bits are going to have to come from like here. That's okay. They can overlap. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're going to make a new description. We've saved. We've saved already. We're saving again. No, we're going to go. Okay. New description name. Bottom layer, front, left. Bottom, nope. Bottom layer, front, left. Hair. Oh, use the question. I have a sneeze coming. Woo! Bless me. Wow, okay. Placing and shaping guides. I have to remember to always check that, because otherwise I don't know what to do. I have another sneeze coming, or it might go away. I don't know, but it's creeping up on me. Okay, there we go. There we go. Ready to go. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's place some guides. Let's place guides. Like, let's place one here. Let's do like 4, because we're gonna do like a square section. There. Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want. That's what we want. I can maybe even just hide these. No, that's not how that works. But I can turn the density down on the back so that this is more visible. Great. Great. Alrighty, now we gotta make them long. Okay, tool settings. Solid 9 to the sneeze. Thank you for the 9. I appreciate it. If you weren't streaming, would you be the type to still talk out loud to yourself? Sometimes, yes. Like if I'm in the classroom, like when I was in school, I would always be talking to myself if I was really struggling with something. Like if it was really driving me insane, I would for sure be talking to myself. You can ask Kim, you can ask Nikki, you can ask Derek. They will all corroborate that. As far as like just normally, if I'm not struggling and there's people around me, I'm probably gonna be quiet, just, you know, for kindness's sake. But if I had my way and like I knew that no one would be able to hear me or would be bothered by it, then I would probably always be talking to myself, just because like it is more interesting and it keeps the brain moving and it helps me like process the information that I'm taking in. So yeah, that should not be that long. Look, it only goes down to like here. It just reaches my clavicle. That should not be so very long. Alrighty. More like that, perhaps. Perhaps even like this. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. I love it, I love it. So yes, in short, am I the type to talk to myself? Yes, I am. Do I always do so? It depends on the context. If I'm really struggling and suffering, I will probably be talking to myself. This is good. This is good. We like this. And then if it's coming from behind the ear, same deal, basically. So, now that we have more than 0 people in chat, how was your day? Or in the words of Daniel, comment ça va? Or something? I don't speak French. How's the days happening of the people that are in chat? How is it going? I did not work out today, and I feel a little bit bad about that, because I should have done calf day, and my calves are gonna get skinny. Are you streaming for funsies, or do you also plan to make it a regular thing? I'd say both. I'm streaming for funsies and plan to make it a regular thing. Oh, I see. By funsies, you mean like just randomly. No, I mean, yeah, no, I do want to make this like a regular thing. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I mean, you can see I put like a fair amount of effort into my like overlay and thing. Like I have like different like I can do this. I can say I'll be right back, starting soon. You know, like I put effort into this, man. So yeah, I do want to stream like somewhat substantially, because it seems fun and like a good way to like have a reason to sit down and work on 3D character art. I think you will do very well as a streamer. It's such a formal statement, but thank you. I appreciate that. That is a very nice compliment. I hope you're right, but if you're not right about that and I don't do very well as a streamer, that's okay. As long as I do well as a 3D artist, that's what matters. You know, I'm a 3D artist first who's thinking about maybe also doing streaming. Or wanting to also do streaming, not just thinking about it. I do want to. But first and foremost, I am a 3D artist. That's what I am. And that's why I'm doing this. Like I was talking to my cousin one day and I talked to him about my career a lot because he works in a high school with like students who don't know what they're doing with their life. So he's good at that kind of conversation, and he was like, have you considered streaming? And I was like, that's kind of random, but like also kind of cool and maybe smart. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that. So yeah, that's why we're here. Let's see how this works now. Oop, this is the wrong one. Oops. Okay, so that's our little bottom layer bit there. Bottom layer, front left. Look at that. We will need a density map on this one because it is spreading everywhere. They're wild. They're rabid. Look at them. They're everywhere. Should we do density map now or later? Maybe density map now? Okay. Let me... Forgive me for a moment. I don't know if my mic still picks stuff up when it's flipped up because on the box it said flip to mute. I don't know if that works. Do you do everything in OBS? Yes, I did download Streamlabs. I think Streamlabs is what I downloaded, and I didn't immediately figure out how to use it, so I was like, never mind, because when I was in OBS and just trying to figure stuff out, I like immediately figured out how to do it. It just made sense to me. So I just have everything in OBS right now. I know I don't have any like cool moving things on the screen. That would be neat. If I figured out how to do that in Streamlabs, I would do that in a heartbeat, but as of right now, I'm super comfortable with this. I have my Twitch account connected to OBS, and so I have all my stats on my OBS screen, so I like have my screen that I'm working on here, and then over to my right here, I have my stream monitor, and so it's just very comfortable for me right now. It's only my second stream ever, and it's working, so I don't know if I need to streamline any more than that for now. Like, I'm really happy with it. So yes, as of right now, I do everything in OBS. And I'm very comfy with it. Stream Elements, yes. I know I also looked into Stream Elements. It looked like that was... I don't know, I could be wrong. I was going to say it looked like it was more for like overlays and stuff, but I'm probably totally wrong about that. I made all of my overlays in Adobe XD because that is my preferred design program of choice when it comes to like vector stuff and like graphic design. Don't sue me for that because Adobe doesn't want anyone to like XD anymore because they're trying to get rid of it. But I like it, so yeah. So this overlay is literally just like a PNG. I made it. I can show you. No, I'm not gonna show you. Maybe another time. if you beg me, I'll show you. But I made it in Adobe XD, and it's like it just has like bright pink in the boxes where I have like my webcam and then chat and then like my display, and then I just bring it into Photoshop and like magic wand the bright pink out of there, and so then it's just PNG on top of my other things. It's pretty cool. Another visitor enters the room. I'm not pausing the stream this time for you.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to.
Pause it or not, or just keep going?
I'm not here.
Oh, okay, you're not here. You're not here. I'm not talking to anyone because they're not here. Okay. Nice. Okay. So we are going to do a density map for this one, but before we do that, I feel like adding my modifiers in, so I'm going to do that. Load user. What order were they in? Hold on. It's okay, we can reorder them, but we got clumping, coil, and cut. Okay, so, oopsie, not what I meant to do. What is there? Clumping. Ooh, what? No, that's fine. We'll do that in a second. Relax. Jeez. Coil, and then cut we want up here. Ew, look how ugly it is before we get the clumps in. It's so ugly and frizzy and yucky. Okay, so we have to set up maps. Good. Generate. Save. Amazing. Look how pretty! Let's turn our density down and edit these guides so it has more shape. Because I kind of want it to... So on my hair it kind of comes... If I face the right way. Kind of comes out and then in. So I kind of want to shape it that way. Get more of that. Yeah, let's turn our density down so we can see. Let's get these guides going. I'll just grab them individually. I'm looking at myself for reference here. I kind of want it to come like come in at the top. Excuse me. Thank you. There we go. There we go. And then user. I honestly don't know the pros slash cons for using Stream Elements, but it's nice with the fancy stuff like timers, Twitch chat, and follower notifications. Okay, I do have follower notifications on in OBS. I don't have timers, but I have my like alerts for follower notifications, and I have my chat. So at least I can do that in OBS, but I can't do it in like a fancy way. Like I don't currently have like some people have like every time someone's in the chat, it shows up in like a little speech bubble or something like that. So I don't have that. I'm sure that's good with Stream Elements. But at least have the functionality for it in OBS. Like, I know you guys already both followed, but I don't know if you can like unfollow and follow again, make it pop up. But if someone were to follow now, we would see a little alert pop up because I do have it set up now properly. I had it accidentally under my overlay before, so you couldn't see it. But now it's in the right spot, so you can in fact see it, or at least you should. So let's regenerate these now. Oops, that's the wrong one. No, that's the right one. Bottom layer, front left. Oh, my density is too small. Ooh. Is that better? I feel like it's not. Like, maybe I want it to come out more this way here. I think I do. I think that is what I want. So maybe I'll... Yeah, I'll probably grab these and bring them in. And then bring this out. Yeah, let's do that. Ooh. Let's do that. How about that? Yeah, that's better. That's better. You know, it's not perfect, but it's better. Ooh, that changed things. Like, that's pretty good. I don't like how much is... Well, once we have the density map in there, that'll maybe fix that issue of having so much hair there. So maybe we'll worry about the density map next. Or density mask, sorry, not map. It's a map, but it's a map that you use as a mask. So it's both. Okay. Okay, so... we're gonna go create map. Map name. Bottom. Why do I always spell bottom with an E at the end? What is with that? Bottom layer, front, left, musk. I keep putting E's in the end of stuff. It's so stupid. Let's start with black. Create. And then. Ooh, see? Little alert, it makes a little sound. There's a little cat gif that I made that's pretty cute. Thank you for following with what I assume is another account of yours, Daniel. I greatly appreciate it. Lol. Okay, let's get painting with this. I think big it to the disc. There we go. And then now we can paint with it. And then if we pop up with our tool settings, we can see what we're doing. So color, we want to be, ooh, let me just go like this. So now this should be, oh, this is in blur mode though, we want to paint. Okay, and then I should be able to just paint. Ooh. Excusez-moi, sir. Okay, that's not working. Why? Oh, there we go. Paint. There we go. See? So smart and good. That is me. I am so smart and good. Okay. Just painting all that in, like that. Sort of our section. I didn't know you could do some of these things in OBS. Yeah! Everything that I have on screen right now is all done in OBS. Like the graphics themselves were made in XD, but it's just like a picture. So, like, all the layering and stuff is all in OBS. It's very cool. I did look up a lot of tutorials that were like, it's like, how do you do this? And it's like, you gotta get all these extra apps. And I was like, I bet I could just do it in OBS. And then I was right. And I just like figured it out myself. Like for adding chat, like this is just a chat pop-out window URL that's loaded into OBS as like a like web URL embed thing. And like none of the tutorials I found told you how to do that. Like there were maybe a couple tiny comments in forums that I found after I'd already figured it out. And it's like super simple. It was way more simple than following those tutorials that I found. But of course it's not like all fancy and pretty like with cool effects. It's just a chat. But it works, and it's like I like doing things the simplest possible way first and then worrying about making it fancy and cool. So that's what I'm doing here. You know, I got a pretty nice overlay. It's cute. It doesn't move or do anything neat like that. But it's the simplest possible thing first, and then we'll worry about everything else later. Okay, blur mode. That should be all I need to do. And just, yeah, there we go. Just blur. I don't know if the blur really does much, but I just like to do it just in case. You know, I feel like it just is going to make everything nicer in the end. So if we save textures, and then we just go save. Ooh, look at that! Look at it's totally working! Because before we had like so much extra hair showing up like all over here, right? Now our density map in action. Love it. And it only adds stuff in the white area. See? My word, Kevin Salke would be so proud of me. Oop. Did I just name drop? Anyways, he'd probably be proud of me. I don't know. I hope he would be. Okay, this is pretty nice. This is pretty cool. I'm sure there are ways I could like mirror this, but this mesh isn't actually symmetrical, and like I don't really want to worry about that, because in my experience a lot of the time when you're trying to cut down on the amount of work by mirroring stuff, if you weren't working it mirrored from the very beginning, it's just not going to be worth it. So just don't. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to try a mirror method. I'm just gonna go from here. And I'm very happy with how this is looking so far. I want to add more curl though. I feel like my hair down here has more curl. So I'm gonna edit my curl modifier. Bottom layer, front left, modifiers, coil. I don't have a noise on here yet, but I don't feel like I need it. I'm gonna increase the radius to 3. It's pretty nice. This count is notoriously giving me trouble. I don't really know how it works, but I'm maybe just gonna like fiddle with it until it looks the way I want it to. Like I know in theory how it's supposed to work, but it's not doing that exactly. So that's why I say that. I don't really know. Like it kind of goes up and down. Hold on. That's how you make it go in a different direction! Okay. I don't understand that, because if you hover over count, number of coils for curve, multiply by length. Okay, I don't know what that means. Maybe that's what's messing me up, is that specification of multiply by $C length. But this is supposed to be like the number of coils per curve, which to me means the amount of times the freaking spline goes around. You know, like, oh, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. So I was like, if this is 1, you know, then at the top it should be, oh shit. Ah, go away. There we go. At the top, it should be like 1 curl. At the bottom, it should be 0. But now I'm realizing at the bottom, it's curling counterclockwise, and at the top, it's curling clockwise. And that's the thing that I was struggling so much with. So I officially don't know what anything means anymore. But this is good. I'm just gonna use a flat value, maybe. No, actually, I like having another one in there. I don't know why. It just adds something. So that's so helpful, though, because I find that a lot of the time, like, my hair is down here. This will curl inwards, and this will curl inwards. And then up here, these bits especially, this one curls away from my face, and this one curls away from my face. So now I can actually do that and, like, make that happen on purpose. As you do more streaming, do you plan to mix in playing games as well? Yes, actually. I was streaming yesterday, and I was playing some Disco Elysium after I finished with XGen for the day. So that's probably what I will continue to do. I do feel like it's doing more curls when the number is higher, though. So like that still affects something. So I officially don't know how this number works, but we're just gonna work with it. But yes, I do intend to mix in playing games. That's not the purpose of streaming. The purpose of streaming for me is for art. but I do find, I feel like it's a really fun thing to do is just like end a stream with a game, just in general. So I think that's something that I plan to do. Okay, wait, this needs to curl inward. So, short answer, yes. Oh, my clump isn't happening because it's at the bottom. Why isn't it moving? Do we have a guide for this? Did I forget to do that? Okay, the clumping is happening. Okay, clumping is happening. I probably just need a fewer points to make it more noticeable. So density 0.1. Generate save. Yeah, I need even fewer points. Density 0.04. Generate save. Ooh. That actually might be good. I do find like these clump in like very large sort of sections down here. So that's probably too few sections, but not horrible. 0.07. Save. Oh, wait, hold on. Generate. Save. That feels good to me. Yeah. And I bet if I like increase the density, it's gonna be more noticeable. Yeah. It's pretty nice, actually. I should have a bigger radius on my coil there. Let me save. It's been a while. Okay, radius. Okay, I like when it starts low. 4. That's cute. That's cute! That's cute! Yes. Maybe you need to be smooth? I don't know what the difference between smooth and spline is. It looks similar to me. Whew. I stared at the screen for too long. I started to cry a little bit there. Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm fine. That's like really cute though. That's really cute. That's really cute. Look how cute it is. I'm not gonna cry. Why would I cry? That's so silly. Stop. Oh my word. Why would you even insinuate that? Okay, let's turn our density down because I feel like that section is in a good place now where we can like kind of leave it. And I maybe want to make these guides longer on the back section, or even maybe just grab my back section and just turn up the length like that. That just works. That's fine. Yeah, that's pretty good. And I maybe want to edit my curls there because they're looking a little bit flat as well. So my coil turn up to 4 and then let's do like that. Yeah. Like that's feeling pretty good to me. That's pretty cute. Come on. It's kind of adorable. It's kind of adorable. Okay, but you can see like they're all curling in this direction, and now I do wish that I maybe had flipped these into 2 different descriptions. It is fine though. I do find sometimes all of my hair in the back will curl in one direction, but sometimes it'll like, because I just kind of let it go where it wants to. Sometimes in the back it kind of goes like this, which I do find really cute when it like comes together like that. Sort of, I'm trying to motion to the camera so you kind of get the idea. You know, like this. Does this mean anything to you? I don't know. But yeah, let's visualize with the face. Oh my word. Like, I feel like it's looking more like me already. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm like really happy with how that looks. It's so cute. I love it. I love it. I think it looks really good. Okay. Alright. Okay. Next section. What's next? Let's do, I think we should do the top section, like here. Just thinking in my head. Top, side, all one section, probably. Yeah. Top, side, all one section. Yeah. And then I might add more, just like another description for like this area right here. But I think for now, like we can do one that's sort of like sort of there. Oh, but we're doing, oh no, okay, I'm actually gonna do this area first. Should I do it all in one description or in two? The only reason to do two would be if I want them to curl in different directions, and you know what? I don't care. I don't care about that. So I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna add one. Okie dokie. New description in hair. We'll call it back middle, back top. Because we've got bottom layer front left. We're gonna have bottom layer front right. Top layer back, top layer right, top layer left. Yeah. Top layer back. That's good. That's good. Okay. And then placing and shaping guides. I'm gonna sneeze. A sneeze is coming. Or is it? Yes, it is. Shit, no! No, come back! No! Oh, it was so close. It almost came out and then it didn't. Ugh, that's so disappointing. Okay, if my nose starts running, I will have to leave so I can get more tissues because I ran through all of mine. I'm just a little sneezy. Only a little bit. It's not a big deal. Okay. Top layer back. So we're gonna do this, like, here. I'm, like, literally touching my own head to figure out how I'm doing this, but I'm gonna do it from here. Like this. Beep, beep, beep. That area. So let's place guides. One there. Let's start with 3, maybe. No, we'll need one in the back there. For the people in chat, have you watched any good anime recently? Because I have been watching Orange, and it is really good. I am really loving it. It's really awesome. If you haven't seen it, it is, like, it just follows this, like, really tight-knit friend group of kids in high school. And I don't want to spoil too much. But they get letters from their future selves. And it's wild. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. I'm not gonna say anything else. It's good. Just trust me, it's really good. There's like a lot of crying. It's very sad. I'm gonna be honest with you. It is a very sad anime. I don't think I've fully cried while watching it, but I have definitely like teared up and felt like the eye stingies when you're like almost gonna cry, you know, eyes getting a little stingy. But I have not had a full-on like tears flowing down cry from that show yet. We shall see if that happens. Maybe want that one to go like up a little bit. We'll see if I like that. We'll see. Need more points. I'm not able to do that much with this. And we'll leave it for now. No, I hate that. Okay, there we go. Okay, this one has a couple points. I also watched Jerry Maguire recently. Honestly, like kind of a mid movie, but as far as like morals go, very sweet. Very sweet. That whole movie like was just made to like send a message. Like, you know when like someone makes a piece of art and you can tell they're just trying to tell you something? They're not really trying to tell a story, they just want you to know something. That's Jerry Maguire. They're just like, you should hear this, you know? I just think you should hear this. So, yeah, it's not really about the character development or the plot. It's just, they're like, you should know. You should hear what I have to say. Okay. How's that? Shape-wise? Shape-wise? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think that's kind of what we want. Never heard of Jerry Maguire before? Do you know the, like, the famous line, "You had me at hello"? I don't know if it's from Jerry Maguire, but it's in Jerry Maguire, and I'm inclined to believe that it's from it. It is Tom Cruise plays a sports agent who, at the beginning of the film, grows a conscience. Like, he's like a really exploitative guy who like makes a lot of money working for his company and like just like using his clients. Like he does not support them well. He like allows them to get life-threatening injuries because it makes him more money and makes the company more notoriety. And then like one of his clients' kids is like in the hospital with his dad after his third concussion, and the kid is like, "Hey, you shouldn't be doing this," and he's like, "Haha, yeah, nice try, kid, like I'm gonna listen to you." And the kid's like, "You're an asshole." And the kid's like 8 years old, and he's like, "Oh." And then he has like this whole epiphany and like just becomes a better person. And then because he has become a better person, his life kind of goes to shit a little bit. And it's like the rest of it is like him figuring out, how do I be a good person when like the way this industry and like kind of the world works is that it wants me to be a bad person. How do I be good instead? How do I do that? I don't know how to do that. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It really ends up being about like love just in general, and then family more secondarily. Yeah, but Tom Cruise's acting is really good, and it's apparently Renee Zellweger's like debut role. She's pretty good in it, but I'm not a huge fan of Renee Zellweger. I just don't love how like she's always making that one face where like it's either this one, it's either or like it's like this smirk with like the side eye, or it's those are her two faces. Midlife crisis / anti-capitalist Tom Cruise sounds really fun. Yes, that's a very good way of putting it together, and yes, it is really fun. He's generally really good. Tom Cruise in Eyes Wide Shut is one of my favorite roles ever. I have not seen Eyes Wide Shut. I don't know anything about it other than it sounds terrifying. I'm pretty sure it's terrifying, right? Isn't it? I think it is. I don't know. I'm gonna add a density map to this density mask to this description. Top layer, back. Let's do it. Create my. Let's save first. Let's save first, just in case. Always save. Always save first. It's like After Hours, but twice as horny / loser coded. Okay, we need to rewatch After Hours because I slept through most of it. Sorry. Twice as horny / loser coded. That sounds. I don't know how that sounds. After Hours was really stressful and uncomfortable. I hope that Eyes Wide Shut is less of that. Start black. It's a lot more uncomfortable. Whoop. Yeah. Not fun. Not fun. I'm sure it's still a good movie, just maybe not my kind of movie. Not that I wouldn't watch it. I would still totally watch it. But I might not enjoy it. This is my prediction. This is a possibility. Beep, beep, beep. Dude, I'm just getting better at this, man. It's just like, it's all streamlined. It's like I know what I'm doing or something. It's pretty crazy. Also, hair is looking really good right now. I love the back especially. Thank you. I also like it. I think it's looking pretty good. It's got like a pretty cool shape, honestly. Kind of showing itself. Thank you for the compliment. I'm really enjoying it. And look, you can see my setup behind me now because I moved my whole room around. So I got my Psyche poster is visible. Ugh, I'm turning the wrong way. Ah. And I've got horses and Zolders, not Zolders, Lonky Loos. The dolls, you can see all of them actually from this angle because I have my laptop turned just a little bit. So you can see all my Monster Highs, my Ever After Highs behind. A little bit of My Little Pony action, which is fun. Where is it? There. My Little Pony action. You can see my Tom Nook, whose head is currently broken off. I think you can see him. I can't really tell how much you can see. Yeah, you can see him. His head is broken off, but it's balanced on top of his body right now. Yeah. You can see like basically the whole shelf. All the interesting stuff at least. All like the garbage is back there. Like the littlest pet shops that I like got at an antique sale and haven't cleaned up yet. They're not like dirty, they're just like old. So I plan to like do a better paint on them sort of thing. Anyways, the Psyche poster is the most important thing to me. So that anyone who pops into the stream will know that I am a fan of the best anime to ever exist. That I can't currently watch because I don't have Netflix right now. That's so sad. Blur. Look at that. Look at me go. I'm just like doing it. I'm just like doing the job, doing the work, making the hair, making the art, being the artist. I'm doing all of that. I don't like how that looks like a butt crack to me. I don't know. It just does. Shut up. What do you know? It's fine. It's not a big deal. I probably don't even need to blur it. Like, it's probably fine. If I just don't. That looks pretty good. Let's save textures. Look at that! Density maps in action! They're working so well. I love it. Maybe I should leave these layers. I was just about to like straighten this out, but I think it actually should be layered like that. Probably. I'm guessing. Maybe it shouldn't. We can worry about that later. Let's add our modifiers first. Modifiers. Load user. What order do they go in? Clumping coil cut? Clumping coil cut, okay. Top layer back. Load user. Clumping? Yeah, I know you don't have clumping map, whatever. Coil. Cut. Look at that! Gorge. Isn't it gorge? It's so gorge. And I want this one to turn the other way, since this one is turning, like, counterclockwise from the bottom. I want this layer to turn clockwise from the bottom, just like for some variety. Big gorge. Thank you for appreciating how gorge it is. Yeah, I need to make sure that that's layered nicely. But for now, she's happening. Let's save real quick. She's been saved. I pressed something. Shaded display. That's fine. No. I don't need that. There we go. Okay. Coil. Oh yeah, clumping. We need clumping maps. Setup maps. Density of 0.2 should be fine. Generate and save. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's probably the amount of clumps that we want. We might want less, but for now it's good. And I do like the amount that it's curling. I think I should maybe want to start less curly and get more curly. And I want to curl in the other directions. So let's bring this radius. There we go. See now it's starting less curly. Otherwise I can make it start very curly. Go away. So I can make it really curly at the beginning, or I can make it very not curly. And then I want to get really curly near the end. But I don't like how this is looking, so maybe I'll move that just a little. That's probably fine. That's probably good, yeah. Okay. We'll turn this up to 3 just for more changeability. There we yeah, that's nicer, I think. I don't like this bit, but it's arguably fine. Oh, and I'm gonna change the direction it's facing anyways. Like, there we go. See? Now see these ones at the bottom are curling counterclockwise, and then these ones are curling clockwise. I don't understand what the math behind that is, but it is math. It is some kind of math that's doing some sort of mathing. Pretty nice music, huh? I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It's good. Okay. Might want to even out these layers a bit by like lengthening this bottom guide and maybe lengthening this top one, and then like for this bottom section just shortening the top guide of that one as well so that it can blend into each other. But for now I think it's pretty good. Like, how far back does this go? I think it's kind of long in the back, honestly. Yeah, this can go longer. This can go longer. Let's change it so it's longer. Primitives, let's turn that density down. Mew mew mew. How's that? How about that? Excuse me. Are we having a problem? Are you not gonna work? Okay, it's some sort of frozen. Because I did an increment and save, and you can see down here in the message log that it did save an increment. So it's at 11. Like hair 0.011. But up here it's still at 10. So this is frozen in some sort of way. Even though I can still orbit around and do stuff, this is not updating. So it's some variety of frozen right now. I'm not totally sure why. But since it is saved, I'm not too worried. I might just like close it and open it up again, because this is just kind of weird. I'm gonna have to force close it. Sometimes you just need to put a gun to Maya's head and make it go away. Just does that sometimes. Oh! It's making a scary noise. I don't know if you guys heard that, but on my end it was like... There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna give it like a second. You can see my beautiful wallpaper engine wallpaper. That's the song that's playing right now. Giving it a second. And then I'll pop it open again. Dance break. Okay. Okay. Pop open 11. Let's see. Let's see what we got. Okay, so some sort of error popped up there for a second, but it's not totally loaded in yet, so just give it another moment. Bam 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 bam. Okay. Thank you, Maya. Maya is Maya-ing. Maya-ing it up. What kind of error did we get? Okay. Oh, it's searching for some sort of noise map, but I'm not really using noise right now, so I'm not really worried about that. So maybe I just did something wrong with my noise at some point, but the noise isn't on right now anyways, so it's not really a big deal. There we go. Okay, so that's back. Front left. There we go. That's back. And top of back. There we go. Oh, so pretty. Look how pretty.
Yay! Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice. It's so curly and pretty.
I love it. I really love it. Like, I'm really happy. The bangs would look better if the density was higher, just trust me. You don't have to trust me, I'll show you. See? The more density you add, the prettier it looks. Because it just looks like more hair. You don't gotta overload it too much, but it does look really nice when you add a shit ton of splines. Look how pretty it is when you just like up the density like crazy. But we don't want to like crash the whole computer, so I'll lower that quite a bit now because that was just for demonstrative purposes. There we go. Top layer back. Which one? Bottom layer. Should have named it better. Didn't know. Didn't know. Okay, so that's pretty nice. So next we want to give ourselves a top layer over here as well. Oof, it's getting exciting, man. Let's see how it looks with the head. Pretty nice. I mean, without the top layer, you can't really tell what it's trying to be yet. How cool would it be if you got a hairstylist doing this, like an actual hairstylist making like descriptions and stuff, and like putting it all together? That'd be so cool. Yeah, that'd be a cool thing to do, is teach my hairstylist sibling how to use XGen and then get them to figure it out. Oh, you know what? My other descriptions don't have the cool settings on the splines, like making them thin at the beginning and like thin at the end. That'd be nice. Kind of forgot that I have to like change that for all of them. Yeah, the width ramp. So what is the width ramp on my bangs? It kind of starts small and then it stays big for a bit. So let's do bottom layer. Gonna have it like this. Spline. Spline. Pulling up to a haircut with your hairstyles, already having a fully mapped out XGen of your hair would be insane. That would be so cool. Like, you tell them over the phone what you want, and they're like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll think about it. Yeah. And you're like, are you gonna like sketch it or something? And they're like, yeah, sketch it. Totally. I'm gonna sketch it for you. And then you show up and it's like a full 3D model. Like, with like physics on it too. Like they put it in Unreal Engine. They like have it on their iPad or something, and they're showing off like a full like wind simulation. Okay, my nose is running. I need to take a break and come back with some tissues. So give me 1 second. I return. I'm back. You can't get rid of me. Not that easily, at least. Okay. So glad I'm actually working on this. I would not be working on this if it wasn't for streaming. This is just like not the kind of thing I normally am interested in doing. So that's why I wanted to start streaming, is like to give myself a reason to do this. Cause like I just like to be really like hee with my art. Like, oh, I'm gonna make pretty stuff. And like this is pretty, but this is very like game devy, you know. This is math. This is like, let's get down to it. Let's like make this happen. And it's not normally what I spend my free time doing, so I'm glad I'm doing this. The bangs look so much better than they used to. Like, even when I sat down today to start working on it, they look so much better now than how they looked before. Okay, I was doing the width ramp thing. Bottom layer, front left. That's this one over here. So let's bring this down, bring that up. Ah, so annoying. You. Spline. 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 It's fine, linear is fine. Okay. How's that? That's nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Pretty. So pretty. I love it. I love how pretty it is.
I want you to be different. Bottom layer. Ugh! Ugly! Ugly! There we go. Maybe it won't bring it all the way down there like that. Otherwise it just looks like blades, like porcupine needles. Okay, that's better. Already looks more like hair. Okay. Okay, and then top layer back with ramp. Spline, spline. 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 Beep, beep, beep. Okay. Pretty pretty? Is it pretty pretty? This looks maybe a little ugly at the bottom. But maybe we won't worry about it right now. Maybe we're okay with it looking a little ugly at the bottom. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know? It's like, very, you know? Makes sense? I think it makes sense. What is with the bangs? They're with, okay, so they don't go all the way down to 0 at the bottom. Bottom layer. No, you also don't. But maybe just do that. That's good. That's better. It's fine. It's fine. Stop fiddling with it. Stop fiddling with it. But I want to fiddle with it. Okay, it's good. It's fine. It's good. It's fine. It's good. It's fine. It's good. It's fine. It's good. Stop, boy, word. You're so annoying. My word. Okay. Can I edit my clump or coil a little bit, maybe? Ooh. Ooh. It's a little bit better. Okay. There we go. Good. Good. Good, good. Pretty. I think I'm gonna do one more description and then that can be all of my XGen work for tonight. I'll do the like top left section. Let's do it. Right? We're ready? We ready? I don't like this. It's bothering me. I'm not gonna touch it. It's fine. I'll come back to it later. Stop. Relax. Okay. Can hide this now. Hair cap. No, I don't want to hide it. I think I could just leave it on. I think it's honestly fine if I leave it on. Okay, add a description. Within hair, we're gonna call it top layer left. Top layer left is good, I think, because if I need to start doing stuff with like front left, then there's room for me to add stuff like that. But for now, this is just top layer left, and then placing and shaping guides. Create. Okay, here we go. Last one. Now we can go right into our guides. Whew. Scary every time. It's scary every time. So we'll need one right on top. I'm gonna move it a bit. Yeah, we want these sections to really I want the sections to overlap a bit, for sure. Like, for sure. And then you're gonna come all the way down. So I might want to do one section like here that is like a bit shorter. Based on how my hair works. Yeah, I'll probably want to do that. Okay, so... But this will be the general hair that flows like back. That flows like back here, like this. And then we'll have a section that goes more in the front. Yeah, which means we'll need a guide like here. So we'll have... Oh, that didn't work. Okay, so we'll have a section sort of here. All the way down this whole strip. And this one will just be... You know? Yeah? Yeah, and I think maybe I'll just have... Oh. Excuse me, sir. Oh, what? Please, sir, I want to move you. There we go. Right there. And then I'll maybe just put one in the middle. Like that. I think that'll be a good idea. So this will sort of be like a big triangle. And we'll see how that goes. And then we'll have one for the front here. Like, we're really just gonna find out, like, what works, right? We're really just gonna find out. Okay. So, let's get right into moving them. Why is there... That's more than I wanted there to be. Where are you? Who are you? Can I delete you? I don't know if that's legal. If you can just delete guides. Hopefully you can. I'm gonna increment and save. Hopefully that's okay. I hope it's not like a war crime or something. Ugh! Why is it locked? Kill them now. Yeah, I really hope I'm allowed to. My length is locked. I guess because it resets every time you close my, Excuse me, do you only have 2 sections? Like, that would be really silly. No, you have more. Look how silly this is. There we go. Yeah, you have like 3 sections. You're fine. Relax. Why is this being so weird? Hello? It's just being very odd right now. It wants me to be like, I'm not gonna touch you, I promise. I'm totally not going to. Just kidding, I am. Haha. That's what it wants me to do right now. Okay. I think this is gonna go like back like this. Yeah. And the same for this one. Okay, and then you can puff up a bit to give some volume. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, this is good. This is good. This is going well. This is good. Could be a bit shorter. Yeah, yeah. I might not even need this one here, but we'll see. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, yep, yep. Okay. Ah! Almost there, almost there, almost there. It's almost over, I promise. Come on, sweetheart. Come on. Let me grab you. That sounds so bad, I'm so sorry. Why are you like this sometimes? Like, let me grab you. I'm not blinking. I just realized I wasn't blinking and now my eyes hurt. Like, that's kind of what I want. And then I'll have a section that's sort of more in front, and then it sort of leaves room around my ears. That's how I like it. Yeah! Let's try. Let's try. I'm gonna save it. And then we'll just turn our density up. Here we go. Yeah, that's kind of what I want. Kind of. It's really long in the front here. Let's turn our density down. We could try out editing that length. I'll probably remove any of these hairs with our density map anyways. It's kind of coming out here a bit. I'll turn this down and then this one just bring it over a bit. That should be good. Yeah, that's better. That's pretty nice. Just kind of like moving the hair, reloading it, moving the hair, reloading it until it looks sort of more the way I want it to. That's pretty good. Ooh. I like to kind of get the general shape when it's still straight and like very initial. And then once I kind of feel like I have the shape that I want, then I can add in those curls. This could be shorter. Yeah. Okay, where's that one? That one's down here. Yeah, that looks better if it comes out a bit. Yeah, that's good. That's good, I think. That's where I want it to be at. Kind of like that. Because like, we're ignoring these bits because they're kind of going to be gone once I do the density map. In which case, that is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Okay. So, our modifiers now. Pop those in there. I'll leave the density where it's at. And for all of our modifiers, we have clumping, coil, and cut in that order. So, top layer left. Load user, clumping, load user, coil, load user, cut. And then I know the clumping thing, blah, blah, blah. Setup maps. 0.2 should be good. Generate, save. Oh my goodness. Every time it happens, it's like, yes! Okay, so this is obviously coming too far forward, but that's okay because this is not going to stick around once we have our density map. So we're ignoring those. I do want it to be curling in the other direction, and I want it to curl a bit more. So I want it to curl this... this way? Yes. This way. Like away from the face is how I want it to curl. And then I think I maybe want it to flow more like this, so I'll probably need to create more segments in my guides in order to do that. But let's start by editing our curl. Maybe we want to create a few less clumps, so 0.16, generate, save. That's pretty nice. Yeah, that's more what I want. Okay, and then we'll go into our coil modifier, and I'm just gonna change this until it sort of looks like it's curling in the other direction, you can see. Yeah, there we go. That's beautiful. Yeah. yeah, it's pretty nice. I wonder if I make it shorter, does it make the curls tighter? I bet that's what it is. Yeah, okay. So that's good to know. That's really helpful. That's gonna help me out now. I'm gonna be using that more, editing the length in order to make the curls tighter, and then I can probably just make my guides longer to work that out. So I'm gonna worry about this volume later. I'm gonna want to add like a lot more volume. I think I'm gonna play around with like the length of the guides and then the length of the hairs, like the primitives themselves, because those are individually changeable. Like the length in segments and the like actual length of the object are both changeable for both things, the primitives and the guides. So I'm gonna play around with that probably next time I work on this. But for now, I'm not gonna worry about the length stuff. I'm just gonna pop in my density map. So let's save it. Save. Let's create a map. This is gonna be top layer left. Mask. We'll start black. Create. Let's save it in there. Okay, we are in paint mode. We are painting with white, and we want to have this whole section be sort of here. Doing all my sections generally in triangles, it seems. I'm not sure why, that just happens to be the shape that they all turn out to be. So yeah. This is pretty good. Yeah. 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 Blur that out. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Save textures. There we go. Man, I'm at the point where I just kind of like know what I'm doing, and so it's like less thrilling just because like it's not new and confusing anymore, but like I'm not frustrated because I know what I'm doing. So it's good. It's like sort of an odd downside to like figuring something out, is that like you're not frustrated anymore, which is good, but it's like it's not so exciting anymore. But then I guess the excitement is when you finish it, like when you're actually done. I could do like a more density on my clump map so that I can fill in this area a bit more. Maybe even just turn my clumping down. Like clump 2 makes the clumps bigger. That's really interesting, actually. That's good to know. I'll probably want to play around with that a bit. Like that looks nice. And then I can probably turn my density up. 2. Yeah, that's kind of gorgeous, honestly. Pretty gorge. Even with the density turned down, it's still pretty nice. Okay, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna want to get my other curls looking as nice as this section does at some point. Play around with the layers, add in this front section that'll really tie it in, and then I'll probably, for the most part, like have the whole left side of the head once I have this bit here. Want to fill this in more, just adding more density in there. Bottom layer, front left, density. Yeah, like even just more from here in general. Yeah, so evening out my layers, making my curls better, playing with the length modifiers. Man, and then just adding more sections. That's kind of all it is. Like, kind of rocking it, honestly. Kind of flying through this like it's nobody's business. It's kind of wild. It's pretty crazy. I'm like a little bit blown away at like how well this is going. Like I feel a little bit undeserving. It's like, oh, I'm doing a good job. Oh. Fun fact about Annie, if that's me, I'm Annie. If you've never watched my stream before or you don't know me in person, I get a little bit emotional when I realize that I'm good at what I'm doing sometimes. So when things go well, I get a little bit, you know. So yeah, don't frown on me for that. It is just how I am. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is going. The bangs look so good. I just want to touch them. My actual bangs. I touch my actual bangs way too much. Yeah, this all looks very touchable. Just want to, you know, sink my teeth in. Not teeth. Not actually. Not. I don't actually want to bite it. That's gross. Don't eat hair. This should be longer, this section. Top layer left. Length. Yeah, but it's going back so far, so it doesn't really work. So I'll need to bring it forward more. Yeah, forward more so it comes kind of straight down and then out more. Is what I'll have to do, but I'm not going to do it right now. Right now. I'm going to save. I think I have to pee. But I'm going to probably pop right back and do some gaming. Do some gaming perhaps, like maybe some perhaps Disco Elysium. I don't know. That'll be kind of crazy, huh? Or a different game. I don't know. If you want to stick around for that, please do. That would be very nice of you. Pop in the chat what game you think I should play, if you want to. I'm gonna take a 5 or 10 minute break. 5 or 10. No more than 10. No less than 5. And I'll be right back. I'm actually gonna end the stream though. Who's Elysiuming they discos? Maybe me. Maybe me. Unless I want to play a different game. Because I'm my own person. I can do whatever I want. But yeah. 5 or 10 minute break and I'll be right back. I'm going to actually end the stream so that I can start like a different one so that they'll be like separate VODs. Because that's cooler. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.